We're live. We're gonna do an update on the truck. Truck is back in my possession. Let's see if I can do it without these glasses. And yeah, so it's been a rough 2-3 days. Not because of the truck, but because of other things. But I figured I would share this. Give Shop by You as a shout out, and then ask a truck question. I have a question. Right? I have a question. Let's move this forward so I have to squint. Guys, I appreciate everybody coming in here. It's a live feed. It's 6:30. Most of the other YouTubes go live at 7, so we'll see how long this lasts. We got everybody coming in here. I appreciate you. Make sure you smash the thumbs up because smash. You know, that's what we do. That's what we do, right? I know one thing. I don't give any of you guys the thumbs up. All you other YouTubers. I'm just kidding. All right. Let's see here. Let's see if we got notifications out. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Did they get the thumbnail right? They actually did. Notifications out. Right. Oh man. What is up, everybody? I'm kind of relaxed now. It's been a week so far. It's been a week. And those of you normally on the phone with me this week are probably like, man, my life seems empty without Snorelord talking to him on the phone. I had a bit of a scare with the truck though. So if you're just now catching up, I had to go home for family reasons. But before I went home, I decided to put the truck in the shop. Not my normal Kenworth shop, but because I thought I had bad kingpins. Maybe it was tie rods. I don't know. So, took it into the shop Thursday afternoon, and they got to it Monday. And they said I needed new tie rods and what was the other thing? I forget what they call it. Spring assemblies. Yeah. So it needed spring bushings, rubber bushings, extra thick hard washer, high nut, crown lock nut, baby bolt. I'm trying to see where all these parts are. Here, I'll show you on this one here. And if you saw the thumbnail, this is the picture right there. That thing that holds your rear springs together, that assembly. All 4 of those were replaced. Plus the tie rods. It wasn't the kingpins, it was the tie rods in the front. And then, of course, that got a triple axle alignment. Now the problem that I still have is the wobble that put me in the shop in the first place. And here's the ironic part. This is how screwed up shops are, okay? The tire shop, who specializes in tires, said the tire was fine. You know, the ones that could have sold me a new tire. The guys that don't sell tires, who fixed all the other stuff, which was needed, because I could definitely feel a difference in the ride. Guess what? They said you need new tires. If we're having signal issues, let me know. We'll switch it to Verizon instead of the Wi-Fi. So if I'm starting to buffer, let me know. Okay. And don't be faking it like I was doing the James Best earlier. Don't be faking it. Don't do that. That's annoying. That's why I do it. So that total bill came out to $23,1983. There you go. That's the bill right there. Right there. But I'll make it up in Super Chats, no problem. That's no problem. Look, when a truck reaches 600,000 miles, the other stuff. Everybody's all worried about their engines and turbos and EGRs and all that. That stuff's going to break down. But, you know, the mechanical stuff underneath, the thing that keeps the wheels on the ground, the things that keep the brakes from flying out into someone's windshield, that's the stuff that starts to wear out. And so it was due for this. I was glad to get that done. And so what am I going to pick for my next? I've been using Goodyears for a long time. I was using Michelin's before that. But the truck, when I had to buy new tires for the Peterbilt, Schneider had a good price on them Goodyears, so I used the same tires that they were putting on the company trucks. Can't go wrong with that, right? And I had good luck with them for the most part. And then when I bought the Kenworth, they actually had brand new set on there of those same Goodyears. So I just kept them, right? I just kept using them. But this time I'm thinking of either Michelin or Yokohama's. That's kind of where I'm kind of heading. So I got to check out the discounts. I think Uber's got a Michelin discount, and I think Convoy might have a Michelin discount. And you know, and then there's something to be said to go in and negotiate with them. So you said of Tokyo's. Oh, and we'll get to the comments here, and we will address the people that are in here. We'll do some shout outs. So that'll be done either tomorrow or Monday. Probably, I don't need to get that done until I go out back out. I put myself out of service because I'm a safety guy and I need new steers. So for the most part, I got to get a new set before I leave. So Michelin or Walk, yeah. We'll see what kind of discounts we can get. You know, my sister, she was having to buy tires for her daughter's car. And she asked me, are these kind of tires, you know, this? And I said, you get what you pay for. And she was burned really bad with some bad tires, some, you know, off-brand BS, right? Owida has better discount than all. Okay, I'll check that out. So let's do some shout-outs. And I'm doing this YouTube to de-stress. You know, I've been under a lot of pressure. Not as much as some people, but enough. Other Trucker James Best, Nittany Lion, Grafton, Jesse Bennett, Jose, what's up? Grafton, Trashy Truckers Show. I beat James. I'm sure you do. John Armstrong, Dennis Richardsville, Pigtail, what's up? Clyde Garland, TJ Jones, Bull of the Woods. Oh, that wasn't a gunshot. Thomas Wilson, Nothing Witty, GNC Family Trucking, Grafton, Family Man 8818. Good evening. What's up, everyone? Chilling at home, says Gary Compton. Gary Compton, I haven't seen you in a while. I'm curious to see what new truck you got. Thomas, what did you just buy? Thomas Wilson, what did you just buy? TK's in the house. I'm cooking up what might possibly be my last meal for a few days. Good deal. Good deal, RD. Intermittent fasting. We're going to get to that stuff too because I forget what day we're on. Welcome back. Retracted his message. Oh, you bought an Invicta watch? Well, you're going to be brainwashed. GNC Family Trucking. What's up? Let's see. You guys talk about watches, which, you know, whatever. You know what I got? I got a Casio. I've been using the same watch for years. I mean, I've had to change this out. Don't get me wrong, I've had to buy new ones, but for the most part, you know, I get the same one. My dad bought me this like years ago, right? This style. And so every time I need a new one, I'll buy two when I can find them at Walmart that are exactly the same. So that's what I do. Okay, I'm fine on the buffering. Good deal. Pale Rider TV, what's up? Let's see. Great Freight Sage Logic, what's up? It was probably bad at 500K. I just all that had done. You know, look, I only went like 2 miles down the road, but it already feels better. It feels spongier. So I don't know if that meant anything, you know. Oh, Republicans where and victimize. Okay, I thought it was a brainwash thing. I can hook you up 10% above wholesale on BFG steers. BFG, is that Bridgestone? I'm not a Firestone fan. There are reasons for that. I'm trying to set a Tokyo's I-10 in Louisiana, Texas road is closed for 5 hours, stuck in traffic for 5 solid hours today. Delivery will be tomorrow. That sucks. Toyo, okay. I kind of wondered, you know. You always have a truck payment. Right. Pigtail, I've said that. I think that we're at 16,000 for the year already. That's all maintenance. That ain't repair. I mean, it's all repair. No truck payment, right? So I have a paid off truck. Yay! Yeah, no, you don't. The bank doesn't own the truck anymore. That's about what changes. I've ran both Michelin and Yokohamas. Can't go wrong with either. Michelin is proud of their name. Yeah, that's the thing. I used to use Michelin on the Peterbilt, and then I always had Michelin's on my Kenworths as a company driver. Of course, that wasn't my choice, but that's what they used. Oh, BF Goodrich. I'm dumb. I'm dumb, TJ. I'm dumb. I'm sorry. I apologize. 18th light. I'm sure you're yelling at the phone going, Steve is such an idiot. And I would agree with you. So. Pigtail hates him when I do that, by the way. Welcome Wagon in Springfield. I think we do have a driver that's actually in Springfield. Yeah, I got Firestone steers, got 100K, and they look brand new. That's pretty good. I'm the same way with my steers. I usually do pretty good. I noticed they put a shim when they did my 3-axle alignment on this shop. Let's see. They don't. Oh man. Look, you know, tires are another cause of arguments. You know, like Packard versus Cummins, Michelin versus Firestone. You know, you can go all day with that. Papa Gladiator, can you use a reefer trailer to haul both food and use it also like a dry van trailer to haul dry van loads? Papa, what happens is, yes, you can haul a lot of dry van loads with a reefer trailer unless they need the whole cube, which means the chute, the vent that's on top of the reefer, if it needs to go all the way to the ceiling, they can't use it. Paper can't go on, rolls of paper can't go on a reefer. And then there's a weight issue also. So I would say 70% of dry van loads can go on a reefer. So John's got Yokohamas, good deal. But there are certain things that can't go on, and if you got a reefer with E-Tracks, you're definitely good to go on a lot more things. So, are you keeping the truck for the useful life of the tires? If not, get the cheapest ones you can. RN, I did that with the Peterbilt. The Peterbilt, I had to buy all new super singles on the rear and on the drives, and I bought Hancooks. I got them for $800 a piece, mounted, installed, everything. I had no issues with those tires because I knew I wouldn't see the life of those tires. So, but you know, here's the thing though. If you're not going to use them up mileage-wise or wear-wise, you know, time-wise, you might have dry rot starting, and that's kind of what was going on with my drives before I got rid of them. Can't haul international paper, right? I miss my drop and hooks when it comes to weekends. Yeah, Chucky, that you got to strategize weekends and you know this. You got to strategize the weekends just right, and that's where I live is perfect because it's easy to do that. Because I can go home over a 2-day load, and you know, if you're doing a load that would normally take 2 days, but you got 4 days because of the weekend, then I can just go home for 2 of those days. So a lot of times when I'm home, I'm under a load. I'm hauling cases of antifreeze right now in my reefer. There you go. Let's see, they're cheap for a reason. I agree. 70% of dry vans. Okay, so I'm glad I had that number right. I'll tell you a good dry van reefer story. You guys want to hear it? Running Hancooks on every axle except the steers. I almost went with Hancooks on the drives, but I got a better price on these tires. I don't even know what they are. I forget what they were. Tacoholic. I like that. All right, so I'll tell you my little story, and then we'll get into the health stuff. You know, so I can see the numbers drop because you guys hate that. Look, no, what's up? Get your reefer trash out of my dry market. You know, here's the thing with reefer though, Cash, you'll agree. When it comes to freeze protect, you guys win. There was a lot of loads during the polar vortex that I couldn't even touch because of the fact it was freeze protect. And so it didn't matter which direction I was going. I couldn't go to Texas to deliver it. Couldn't go to Minnesota, like I would go there anyways. Couldn't go to Ohio because when I had, you know, a lot of what I haul is freeze protect. So the wintertime could be kind of tricky for me. So one of the trips I took with my dad in his truck, he had a reefer trailer. He was trying to get through to Springfield just before we lived here. He really liked hanging out here a lot. And one of the scales caught him for a leaky airline. He was able to fix it. They didn't put him out of service. Now, mind you, this is like 30, 35 years ago. They didn't put him out of service, but he did get it fixed to go down the road. There was still a little bit of a leak. I remember we stopped a couple of times, you know. I think it was the St. Clair scale that pulled him in. So he was worried about the one in Stratford. Now, those of you old school guys know that at just before you got to exit 88, there was a scale there. There's one on the eastbound side, but there was also one on the westbound side. And that westbound scale, that guy was always pulling people in. I think I could be wrong with the scales, but there was a Missouri scale right there outside of Stratford. I don't know if it was east or west. So I don't remember if we were going east or west. Oh, actually, we're going east because we're going in, or west going in Springfield. Anyways, we were hauling a load of women feminine products, dry load. So we're driving down the road. It's like, man, I'm worried about the air leak. If they hear the air leak, you know, they're going to pull me in. And so I go, well, I have an idea. And he goes, what? He goes, well, why don't you turn the reefer on? And now, mind you, I'm like 13 years old, right? And I came up with this idea. I said, what are we hauling? He told me, he was like, can that be refrigerated? He's like, what? What if you turn the reefer unit on full blast right before you get to the scale? It'll be so loud that they won't be able to hear the leak. And he almost wrecked looking at me like, what? Did that idea just come out of my son? So I was a born outlaw trucker, right? And I credit it to the years of watching Convoy. That's where I learned all my outlaw tricks, was watching Convoy, okay? And you laugh, but it's true, okay? Don't forget, I have a Convoy tattoo, okay? I don't mess around when it comes to Convoy. I'll fight you over Convoy, okay? So, by the way, I'm not that limber. I shouldn't have done that. So, anyways, he looks at me and goes, that's the best idea I've ever heard you say. So, that's exactly what we did. We got about 5 miles per scale. He pulls over, turns the reefer on, like, to 0 degrees. And man, that thing was like, you know, it was going full blast. We go through the scale. We're just like sitting there looking all nice and neat, and they told us to go on. So it worked. And yeah, so it was a good time. So yeah, I was doing outlaw trucking when I was 13. So there, take that. And then of course we turned the reefer unit off, you know. So, you know, after we shut down. Would you ever do flatbed Snorelord? Just asking, no big deal. No, Big Houston, because here's why. You ever go down the road, which I'm sure you do because you're a truck driver, and you see that guy with the pickup with things flying out of it, or he's got that one bungee that's probably holding more than it should? That's me. So I'm assuming that's how I'd be in flatbed, which that'd be no bueno. No bueno. So. Where are you most comfortable with your trailer tandems? All the way front, middle, or all the way back? I like my sweet spot, which is the 41-foot arrow right at 11 o'clock on the rear tire. That's where I have it. That's my favorite spot. I don't like them too far forward. It's a rougher ride. I don't like them all the way back for obvious reasons. So, Nevada, what's up? Hell to the no, Big Houston. You wouldn't do flatbed. What are you, crazy? Says Daniel Adami. Just blow the scale and plead ignorance if they come after you. Well, they watch that a lot more. Now it's kind of hard to, like, did that guy have a green light? Or, it's that kind of thing. Pigtail says, good story, good deal. You saw that guy today? See, John? You remember that? You guys ever seen the movie Cars, the Disney movie Cars? There's that scene where the minivan had its right turn signal on, or his left turn signal on. He was going down the road, and he was like barely getting in. The mattress was blowing. Yeah, I'm that guy. I once had to haul a mattress from the mattress store to the house, and I put my wife in the back of the pickup to secure the mattress as we went down the road. That's the kind of flatbedder I am. So unless my wife wants to team with me going flatbed, I don't think that's going to work. So.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she awesome? She puts up with me. Can you believe that? I can't even put up with me. Sometimes I just got to get out of my head and just be human securement. Well, look, it's legal to put a person in the back of a pickup in Missouri if there's help securing a load. Now, it's not like I went down I-44 like this. We literally went down the two main drags with lots of lights. So I never even got above 30 miles an hour. But the looks that I got was freaking awesome. It's just awesome. Christian Trucker, I have to have a little talk with you, sir. You can't be falling out of trucks. Another reason why I'm not a flatbedder, because I would be like Christian Trucker and I would fall off the truck. I would be that guy as well. Springfield Hillbillies. Yeah, Springfield Hillbillies. Yeah. You was pushed. How were you pushed? You didn't have your son with you, and he was just like, Dad, I'm tired of you. Ugh. This is Snorelord on camera twice. I know, John. John, that is... She's coming out of her shell. Demons did it. I wouldn't doubt it. With the way the world is today. My sister, my niece was working at a restaurant yesterday. And my sister was telling me this story. And she's working the cash register. And get this. This is why our world's screwed up, okay? We'll get to the health stuff here in a minute. Because I want to keep these numbers up. Smash the thumbs up, guys. Anyways, she gives the lady the change back and goes, "Have a nice day." And I kid you not, the lady literally told her, "Don't tell me what to do." And was serious. What kind of world are we living in when you can't even tell someone a pleasantry such as "have a nice day" and they get offended by it? If you get offended by "have a nice day," well, I can't say what I want to say, but you have issues. And try to avoid states that have a lot of gravity. Well, I think Denver's it, right? Isn't Denver like you got no oxygen up there or whatever? So, or Christian Trucker can use those balloon things. You see like in novelty stores where people ram each other, but they bounce. That's what he needs to do when he's in the truck. Let's see. I almost got a blow off a load when I was tarping last winter in a big snowstorm. Yeah. See, reason number 412 why I don't want to be a flatbedder. Let's see. I once watched a guy tarp in a sleet storm. Decided right then and there never wanted to do flatbed. John, you're yelling. What's up with that? I'm offended by their being offended. I am. That's essentially, look, it's not that it offends me, it just makes me sad because how miserable. Look, everybody's dealing with something. I'm dealing with things. Everybody's dealing with things, right? So you never know why someone's depressed or whatever. And, you know, and when I tend to be down, I tend to just keep to myself. I don't try to vent out here. You know, I don't try to take it out on anybody. I got into it with another YouTuber, a much smaller YouTuber that I helped at one point over some stuff that he said in a YouTube video when he was apologizing to someone, but then he offended me. He didn't mean to, but I went off on him anyways. And he said that in that video, he said when he was apologizing to the other YouTuber, he was like, well, you know, I was in a bad mood. I was stressed out, da 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 da. Look, if you're stressed out, don't take it out on other people. Inanimate objects, go for it. Smash the computer, smash the printer, smash the TV. Do whatever you do, but don't take it out on other people. You know. You watch out for the storm this weekend. Looks like a good start to the season. Oh, we got hurricane issues. Okay, well, that won't be an issue for me. But I hope you'll do okay because I know you live down there. Zoo or beach to clear your mind. No, I'm not near a beach, but probably. Well, my only option is the zoo. Now, as far as preference, I lived many years by a beach when I lived in California and Hawaii and the Northeast. I was there in Norwalk, Connecticut, where we were by a beach. And beaches bother me. I like the water. I like the sunsets. I like the ocean. I just don't like the sand. I don't like the sun. When we took a trip to Florida, you know, the rest of the family was all like in awe of the ocean. They'd never seen the ocean. I'm just like here in all black clothing, just like, lay me alone, enjoy, you know. And the creatures that swim in the ocean are absolutely scary. And you never know when you're going to get like a syringe or somebody's head pops up or something, you know, in ocean water. So oceans are way more polluted now than when I was swimming back in the day. I almost put my eye out with a bungee tarp and a load of drywall. Yeah, that would suck. Is Hawaii a nice place? It used to be. If you go to the Big Island, most of the rock stars and movie stars that live in Hawaii, they live off either Maui or the Big Island. Honolulu or Oahu, it's like Branson on steroids, and they have the #1 per capita amount of homeless right now. So you go watch images of Honolulu and you'll see homeless everywhere. So for that, and then the actual Hawaiians, they're extremely hateful to the white folk for good reason. But, you know, so I wouldn't live there. Nice to visit, but I do know that a friend of mine went there just a couple years ago, and he saw a lot of homeless. And I do believe that California is second to Hawaii when it comes to per capita. Now, the amount, I think, goes to California. But, you know, you go out to Hawaii and you lose your job, and how are you going to get back to the mainland? So, and it's nice. So, go to Maui or Kauai, yeah. She had some bad weed. If telling her to have a nice day is bad to her. Or meth, right? I think the Beatles band sucks. I don't know what people think so good about them. Trash. I don't know. There are some songs I like on the radio. I don't own any Beatles music, but for the most part, I don't know. I'm indifferent to it. I like Kona, Big Island, but not beaches everywhere. 5-minute drive, big deal. I didn't have issues with the locals. I was homeless on one of them. Yeah, Hawaii is definitely the #1 state to be homeless in. And you know what's interesting is I'm going through a lot of pictures at my mom's, and there are some pictures of a volcano that we visited when we went to the Big Island, and it was so toxic you could barely breathe, right? And apparently that little site that we were at doesn't even exist anymore. But yeah, you could see the lava, and you know, it was an active volcano, and that's making the islands bigger and bigger. That's what we went and visited. It was kind of neat. So I took an office window. I took out an office window with a bungee when I was flatbedding on purpose, of course. Then bungees can be dangerous. I would imagine, yeah. Wear your safety goggles. Wear your helmet. Wear your football mask. So, all right. So, what day are we on with the carnivore diet? Carnivore diet is doing absolutely amazing. I can't tell you how good I feel physically. Let's see. 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31. We are on day 31 of the carnivore diet. I have resisted a couple of temptations that have been put forth in front of me with no issues. Last night, the wife didn't feel like cooking, so we went to Brahms. And I don't have that on this phone, but I did a little clip or a little picture. But what I did is I got the number 3 sandwich only. I told them leave out the bun, leave out the condiments, leave out the vegetables. And so basically I got 2 of those. It was like $12. 2 triple stack patties of cheese, which the cheese probably was stupid because it was processed. And that's what I have for dinner, and it was absolutely filling. I probably could have done away with 1. My intermittent fasting is going amazing. Of course, I'm dealing with some stuff at home, so that's made it easier. When you're focused on something and you're dealing with some stuff, fasting is easy. You guys ever notice that when you're dealing with a big life event, or you're having a lot of fun, you don't get hungry? Well, when you're on a carnivore or keto / diet, it's almost a superpower, because there was 2 times at my mom's where my sister was like, "Are you hungry?" I'm like, "Nope." Now I did eat breakfast today and yesterday, but then I didn't eat again until 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So, and I knew that because I didn't know how long I was going to be out there. My egg consumption's gone down, so I'm kind of bummed about that. But we're on 31 days, and I feel absolutely amazing. Now, if you guys follow my YouTube on my community posts, there's a video I posted. I want to thank Scott at SRO Logistics for pointing this video out. There was a video that was done by California University about sugar. It was done 11 years ago. It could have been made yesterday. And he proves that sugar is a poison. Plain and simple. And he breaks down why. High fructose corn syrup or corn syrup solids, those 2 are your enemies. Those are your big enemies. That's what's screwing us all up. Don't believe me? Watch this video. It's an hour and a half long. You can listen to it if you're one of those. Don't be driving down the road going, "Oh, YouTube." Don't do that. But you can listen to it going down the road, and it will at least get you thinking of why I believe about sugar, why I do. So, 42 pounds, Kristen Trucker? Dude, are you serious? So, like, were you at your heaviest when I saw you physically last time? Like when you and Daniel and I had dinner? 47 pounds. How's your wife doing on that? I know your wife was dealing with that as well. I watched that University of California sugar dude, cash is king. Isn't that powerful stuff? I mean, isn't that powerful stuff? Tomorrow will be 4 weeks for me. Haven't been tracking weight, but I feel great. Now, weight-wise, I was stalling, but I'm starting to lose again. But I'm not the same rate I was when I was really at my peak of keto. But I do know I'm in ketosis. There's some signs there. And I'm down to 266, which the last weight update I was at 269. So I'm still losing, just not as fast as before, which is good. I'm fine with that. Yep. Christian, dude, you've lost 47 pounds since then. It's hard to know because you don't show yourself on camera, and I understand why you don't. But that's awesome, 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 awesome. Wife is losing, but not full on keto, just watching carbs. Well, that's good. Christian Trucker, I can send you this video. Go to my community pass and watch that video and tell me that won't change your lives. Your lives. If I have things with corn syrup in my sugar, it gets high. Big Houston, you gotta watch that video, dude. Anybody who's diabetic has to watch this video. I require it. I demand it. You have the meters? Okay, I don't mess with that. I'm just guessing because I haven't had a carb in like, well, 31 days. So, what are your thoughts on iodine? Do you eat fish? I've been on 2 months and I've lost 20 pounds. Good deal. Shasha, I don't pay attention to nutrients as much. So I couldn't tell you about iodine, but I do eat fish. I eat salmon. In fact, I got salmon in the fridge now that I bought at Sam's. I do eat the canned salmon as well, you know, in the packets that come in the Starfist or whatever. Starkist. That's a whole different thing. But yes, I do eat fish. I do like fish. The other day we went to Sam's Southern Eatery and I had grilled fish, grilled chicken, grilled shrimp. And shrimp is a good one. Shrimp is an awesome one. So I love, you know, when I was a kid, I hated fish. And I don't know what it was, but I haven't had a bone in a fish in years. I've never, you know, and they fillet fish so much better now. I guess my dad wasn't really great at filleting fish because there was constant bones. I hated that. So I hated fish when I was a kid, but as soon as I got rid of the bones, man, I loved it. I love fish now. You know, there's some fish that are like, you're borderline kind of grossing me out, but I like sushi. I like cod. I like salmon. I like trout. I haven't had trout in a while. I don't fish for trout if I do go fishing. I love bass and crappie. You know, and yeah, fish is awesome. So one time I saw this girl and I told her, "Are you related to the sun?" And she asked why, and then I said, "Because you are very hot, that's why." Did that line work for you, Papa Gladiator? You know, just like the guys that say, "Show me your insert link here on the back of the trailer." You know, does that actually work? Does that work? No. But that's great, Shasha. There's a good chance that after 40 days, I'm going to continue this. Because food is a non-issue at this point. You know, it's a little bit stressful for everybody else when we decide to go out to eat, but I can make anything work. With the exception of a few. Can't make Popeyes work. It would be difficult, but Sonic, it would have to be the burgers without buns. You know, Long John Silver's has grilled options. Let's see. Subway. Those protein bowls at Subway, overpriced. Half a sandwich is what that is. But any port in the storm, you know, it's better than eating an old sandwich. We get catfish and bass straight from the Pearl River, Mississippi. I got 8 gallons in the freezer now. Nice. My dad, at one point, had so much fish in the freezer that we had to give a lot of it away. It was good. It was so good. A lot of crappie. I just finished eating London broil. London broil is the shiz. Baked beans, bad idea, and a bowl of Velveeta, TA shells, and cheese. Too many carbs there, RD. What do you like to get from Whataburger, Texas? I haven't been to a Whataburger in quite a while. Most of the ones with truck parking are either too full, or I don't have time, or I'm, you know, I haven't been to Texas in quite a while. I used to go to Dallas all the time, but that's kind of cut back. Went to Arby's the other day and asked them if I could buy a pound of roast beef. They said I don't sell just roast beef. I thought, oh, I must not be in America anymore. Cash is king. What I would do with that is I would buy the bag of roast beef sandwiches and then throw the buns away. That's what I would do. Start throwing them at every other patron in the store. I think that's what I would do. Get the bag, open it up, take the roast beef out, eat it like a caveman. Just have it all drooling all over you. Then take the bun and throw it at people. I bet you people will leave you alone if you do that. London broil good for jerky. I got some top round. It was tough, but finding In and Out, they do those lettuce wrap burgers, right? That works for keto, but not carnivore. So, um, man, you want to screw with a teenage food service worker and that little computer that they gotta like type in. You put all these like, no bun, no vegetables, no condiments, and I swear she was sitting there typing for like 15 minutes. You said you used to eat top ramen. What was your favorite? Mine was chime. I like the shrimp, and yeah, shrimp was mine. I like the shrimp, especially if you got the cup one. You have the little bitty cute little shrimps. I have to stop jerky. Blood pressure going up and up and away. Yeah, the MSG and a lot of that jerky might be affecting you, Christian Trucker. So I would suggest if you're having that, I would suggest more water. Number one, water brings blood pressure down. I don't know if a lot of people really. If you're going in for your DOT physical, drink a gallon of water for the next day before. Blood pressure will go down. I promise you. So that's the thing about the carnivore diet, people, is you really have to be aware of hydration. Hydration. I have 2 of these on me at all times throughout the day. My sister suffers from chronic hydration at times because she just forgets to drink when she gets so busy. Body Armor's been running a sale on this alkaline water, so I've been getting it. It's got the electrolytes in it, or so they say. So it's supposed to be better for the carnivore guys. What do you guys think of that name though? Does that sound like a deodorant? Does it like I'm drinking deodorant? Isn't that dumb? You do need more sodium to replace electrolytes. So a lot of people will put a little bit of salt in their water, or put a ton of salt on your meat. That sounds weird. If you eat a lot of beef, put a lot of salt on it. Yeah, core's pretty good in Nevada. I just buy whatever's on sale. And then a lot of times if I'm at Walmart, I'll try to buy the 6 and 12 packs. I get the like Walmart's version of the this stuff. Yeah, so I get that. But so instead of morning coffee live, we got the afternoon water live. Yes, Christian Trucker. I drink coffee a lot. My coffee consumption has not changed. As long as it's black or you put heavy whipping cream in it for the keto. All water is good except Arrowhead, can't stand it. Was that red chicken honking it? Yeah, in the truck? Probably. No, it's been hot here in Missouri. I think it reached 100 today. I get my truck, and my dash cam has fallen because the glue just kind of dissipated. My foam mount is almost off because the glue is dissipated. It's just so hot in the truck. Yeah, so. Keto Chow has salt drop that's super concentrated, and I add about 5 drops of drinks like coffee and whatnot. Help me avoid the keto flu type stuff. Well, that's good, Grafton. What's Keto Chow? I have a RAM mount. That's what I have. Or no, the max mount. And the adhesive has been working really good. But this, look, when it's 140 degrees in your truck for extended periods of time, any foam mount's going to struggle with that. Do I like washing my truck on my own? No. I did buy a power washer to do that, and I've used it 0 times for the truck. I don't do suction cups. I'm not sure what's going on in this neighborhood. I hear something that might sound like gunshots over here, and somebody's yelling like he's bullfighting, which is kind of weird. So, great visiting with y'all, but I gotta go. Stay safe out there. Don't follow your trucks. Christian trucker, please be careful. Please. Because if not, I'm just gonna roll my eyes a lot at you whenever I see you. Even the cat's looking over that direction like, what the hell is that guy's from? Do you guys hear that? Like, yeah. Someone is dying, probably. Who knows? So, anyways, guys, we are at 46 minutes. If there's no other comments, questions, or concerns, we'll end this. Late to the party. What's up, Bob? How you doing, man? I hope things are going well for you. Oh, Papa had a question. Are you planning to have a dog or a cat with you to be on the road? No. At one time I did. One time we got a dog for the road. We ended up staying here because the other dog passed away. We had 2 dogs at one point. I've got too much stuff in my truck, so it wouldn't be fair to the dog to coop him up. I don't like being cooped up in that truck, so why should I make a dog cooped up? If I was on the road all the time, I might think about it, but I'm not. So I don't really get lonely on the road. And I would have to worry about if my APU is going to shut off with the dog in the truck in the summertime, or I would have to idle all the time. So there's a cost that goes with having a pet in the truck. Now, as far as a cat, no, because once that cat litter hits that 120-degree cab, it's a wrap. I do like cats. I think there was a discussion on James Best channel about dog versus cats, because they discuss everything over there at the James Best channel. And I like both dogs and cats. They both have their purpose, If you train them right, any animal's good. There's a guy named Robert Barnett. You guys have probably seen him at truck shows. He's the Swift guy that has the Skull Pro Star, the Skull themed Pro Star. Everything's a skull with him. He's got a pet squirrel in the truck, and he goes live with that thing on Facebook a lot, and it's all over the place. It's cute. I would have a squirrel. I would want a squirrel. So I don't know how you get a squirrel in a truck, but there is that. To now I wear it on the 4th notch, and now I can get in the 5th notch. Awesome. I'm free for that call. Don't mind bothering me on home time. I'm here for a bit. Nevada, don't worry. That'll happen eventually. But I've been on the phone with anybody because I've been dealing with a lot of stuff at home that I'm not going to get into. So this is a little bit of an act because it's been an emotional time for me. So this has been a good distraction. I appreciate every single one of you for this. Crazy crap in Milwaukee. 2 shootings in 2 days on the freeway right where I pick up my loads at Miller. Wow, really? That is crazy. I posted a picture on Facebook of a guy whose back of the truck was shot, and he doesn't know it happened between St. Louis and Indy on 70. Yeah. Milwaukee's been rough lately. You missed the start of the story of the comment before. Okay. It's all about portion sizes for me. I went from the 3rd notch to my belt being comfortable and the 4th notch being very tight and doable. Look, anybody who's making a difference in their health, man, I applaud you, man. And I don't judge, whatever works, whatever gets you to a better place, that I'm all for that. For me, I had to quit all the processed stuff. If you can make it work with the processed stuff, more power to you. But I don't miss those foods at all, and I'm not a slave to it anymore. I'm not saying you are, RD. I'm just saying that I felt like I was a slave to that, so I had to get rid of that. That's how I did it. So if it's worked for you, that's awesome. If you can intermittent fast, or if you can fast for 2 or 3 days, and still have macaroni and cheese. That's pretty that's pretty impressive, to be honest with you. So most people can't do that. I don't understand. I can't wait to get home tomorrow. Thomas Wilson, what I miss. Speaking of flatbed, Asian Mai just dropped a video of straps bringing on low going through the cab, apparently on camera. Wow. Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of people don't realize that rolled paper loads are pretty dangerous for dry van. That's your most dangerous dry van load because those things will go through the cab. So, do you like math or do you only like math when counting your money? I was going over I found my old report cards from high school. I guess I did better at math than I thought. I like practical math. I don't like algebra and all the stuff that you don't use, but I do. It's like saying, do you like brushing your hair? Well, I mean, I have to brush my hair, so I'm indifferent to it. So if I have to use math, fine. Now I do like seeing the numbers go up when I'm counting my money, that's for sure. But I don't like seeing numbers go down when I'm counting my money either. So it's a double-edged sword. No, it's not. RD, you're doing the right thing, Steve. We are going to need our health in days to come. Okay, so Bob G, let's touch on that in the next 8 minutes. I feel like this keto carnivore thing has helped me prepare for what I'm dealing with today. It's helped me prepare for what we're dealing with in our country. One less thing to be a slave to has been absolutely liberating. Yes, it's RD trucking. And I don't know how I'd be dealing with this, with what's going on in my personal life, what's going on professionally, as far as like what us drivers are dealing with now, with the people shooting at us and the extraordinary prices we're paying for equipment and repairs. I don't know how the 380-pound depressed Snorelord would be dealing with this stuff. But the 266-pound Snorelord with a bunch of clarity is doing pretty good with it. I feel like all roads, all paths lead to the goal. And the amount of clarity, the amount of motivation I have is extremely needed with what I'm dealing with. I can't express that enough. And you too can have that clarity. You too can break free from the enslavement of these food companies. You too can have your freedom back. If you want to change the world, you got to start with yourself. And that's it. So with that being said, thanks for watching. I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate every single one of you. We're on day 31. We're doing pretty good. And we'll have some more clips here and there. Maybe I'll do a morning coffee live here and there. I was going to do one today, but James Best took the spot. So, commies don't believe in guns, Thomas. You better return them in. You're crazy, Uncle Joe. You look good, and your mood is definitely better. It shows. There's a little bit of an act here, Bob, but I do feel tons better than what I would be if I was 380 pounds, eating the wrong stuff, and all that stuff. So, that being said, you guys, thanks for watching. Be safe. Head on a swivel. Be aware of your surroundings. Be good to each other. Someone tells you have a nice day. Have a nice day. So, peace.